incredibly meaningful to us to have you here on this momentous day for our family. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Thank you to our families for your love and support. To the incredible Livingston community, whose chesed knows no bounds, we feel truly lucky to be here. Just a shout out, thank you to Alan Hines and Dr. Terry Rifkin. You know who you are and you know why. To our beautiful daughters, Racheli, Eliana, Gila, Yocheved, and Adina, this baby is the luckiest boy in the world to have you guys. To my dear husband, you're welcome. When Rabbi Spiegel, the famed rabbi of the Spiegel and Cedarhurst, finally had a son after 8 daughters, whose words were simple. A yingle, is a yingle? When we were in Eretz Yisrael a while ago, I went to get a bracha from a very prominent Rebbitzin. So somehow I'm pushed to the front of the room, and there's like all these people waiting in this teeny tiny living room in Bnei Brak. So the Rebbitzin looks at me and she asks me, what are you here for? So the whole room looks, and they're like staring at you. There's like all these little people smushed together staring at you. So this person who took me, he talks, because it was in Hebrew. He goes, well, she has 5 daughters. So Rebbetzin grabs my hand, and she smiles, and she says, Motek, you should have 5 healthy sons. I'm stricken. I'm looking at him thinking, I'm looking at her thinking, no. Can you negotiate a bracha? What do I do here? Because I just decided to be honest. So I said, Rebbitzin, in my base Afro Hebrew. I'm old and I'm tired. I'm not sure this is going to work. So she says, darling, the 5 girls will raise the 5 boys. I said, you've not met the Klippenoff girls. In all seriousness, I just want to tell you a bit about our baby son, with my grandfather's name. We've waited almost 20 years for this. It's his actual name. Thank God, there are many babies already with this name, but it was very important to me to be able to carry on my grandfather's name. My grandfather would have loved nothing more than to see a day like this. He was a man with humble beginnings who built a tremendous family and business. Together with my grandmother Stella, Etz Chaim, they built a beautiful life together. Today, he has 37 grandchildren. I am the oldest. Some he did not even live to see, but he used to say, of all the things that he achieved in his life, he was most proud that all of his grandchildren attended yeshiva. Our Racheli was the first great-grandchild. Today, we celebrate the bris of the 54th Knayahara.
Wow.
It is our hope that little Moshe will follow in his footsteps and bring him a lot of Yiddish and Achas. Grandma, I did it! English names, but in this case, we felt it important to give him one. One of his English names is Jason. Jason was my uncle, who was taken from our family way too early. He was the funniest, kindest man you ever met. He loved unconditionally, although he did call you a lot, especially if you didn't call him back in what he felt was a timely manner. We could spend hours telling Uncle Jason stories because they never get old. It is an honor for us to be able to call this little baby Jason after a man who leaves behind a void too great to fill. There is not a day that goes by that we don't think of you and remember you in the most loving way. Now we have a living reminder of your greatness. We just have to teach him to laugh. I also, by the way, wanted to put on the birth certificate his name, Orlovsky Klippenoff. My husband didn't care for that at all. We just passed Tisha B'Av, the saddest day on the Jewish calendar. At the conclusion of the Kinnos yesterday, we all stood up from our shiva-like positions and sang the Pia Galatia with its beautiful melody. The liturgy is comparing all of our pain and our suffering to that of childbirth. While the mother has a great deal of difficulty in pregnancy and childbirth, I know, there is comfort in knowing that the simcha and joy are so close by. Some things in life are so painful and leave a hole in our hearts. But we know, as Jewish people, we must carry on and rebuild. This little baby boy, Moshe Yehuda, who brightened our 9 days this year, will always be a source of joy, Simcha, and nachas to our entire family. Thank you all so much.